think I'm live. Good morning. My name is Julianne Lynn Duffy, and my purpose is to seek, speak, and live the truth, and help humanity find all their forms of authenticity. I'm gonna work on that because I've not quite memorized it and I left my sheet a little further away. But I am here to help, heal, and serve by living, speaking, and seeking the truth so we can be in alignment with our divine purpose. So today I wanted to just touch on the card reading from this morning. And the card reading was grounded, then faith and ease. And these seem quite appropriate for a meeting I just went on, which is all about being able to receive. And of course, our message at the end was about that it's easy for us to receive. So it's really interesting because the guidance I received for the cards that I shared with you is that we need to ground, we need to get connected with the earth, we need to get grounded in this realm, but we need to have that faith. So a little bit of our head in the clouds. And then we're gonna find it easy to manifest and receive and be open to the beautiful gifts from our guides. And when Dr. Maryam, who talks all about purpose, she's with Clear and Conquer. I'll put their information in. I highly recommend following her. She will help you find your purpose. Because the first part about being open to receive is have your purpose in front of you. Know what your purpose is. I'm here to live, seek, and speak the truth and share it. And I know that's my purpose. And when you know that's your purpose, that is the first step to being open to receive, is when you know what your purpose is. The second thing that helps with us being able to open to receive, so knowing our purpose, working on our goals with intention. Now, this can be that we set up some big, massive goals, some big, huge goals. Working with them, remembering them, writing them out each day, twice a day. I am writing out those goals, but not making it smart, not making those stupid smart programs. You want goals that are so big and so scary that it's going to push you. So we want some measurable tasks, and those are specific details. Maryam talks a lot about that, but keeping your goals with your intention. So whatever your goal is, you want something big, you want to have all this money, but does it fit with your purpose and what your intention is? So if my intention is to live, speak, and seek the truth, and I want abundance through that, that is the purpose with the intention, right? The next part is identify the signs that you're doing something and it's in the right direction. So this is just looking for those coincidences, those weird, ironic things that just match and overlap. So pulling the cards I had today, which were really about giving you that guidance to how to receive. And it's being grounded, connecting to faith, so it's easy for you to receive. Well, interestingly enough, I pull that, and then I'm going to my meeting today, and her lecture is on being open to receive. There is definitely something about that. Like that is it a coincidence? I don't actually believe in coincidences. So there is energy towards that. So looking for those tiny little things. It might not be big things. And I know I've talked about this, and I believe it's actually tomorrow's reading, or it's Sunday's reading that I had pulled up because I'm not going to get a chance to do it before. And it is all about looking for those synchronicities, those coincidences, those little messages from our divine guide. That's the same thing. That's how we know we're receiving, is when we see those synchronicities and we know them, because they're synchronicities that we will catch. You yourself will know. And this one is something that I actually came up to this week of realizing that I was doing this. Don't block your blessings. So if something happens that distracts you or just pushes you off for that moment, and for myself, I know that I will shut down. I shut down very quickly and then don't want to participate. And I'm realizing that what I'm doing through that is I'm shutting down possibilities and potential, because this situation I had was really very minimal, but I'm ready to block down and push that whole potential away when it really wasn't very big. So don't block yourself from those blessings, and, try to take that moment to notice if you're pushing away things that are good. For, like meeting my spouse and knowing that my spouse, I've been married to him for 17 years, 17, not even 15, 17 years. When I committed to him, I knew I had to, because I couldn't be jealous if he was dating other people, but I also knew, and I was very young, that if I committed to him, he would be the person I married. And I remember making that choice because I knew what his personality type was. And I didn't block myself from that blessing. I was at least aware enough to know that why would I push away such a good person? Because I'm defeating myself, right? Be open is the next one. Be open. You've got to go and ground. So I've talked about this and mentioned this. This is a big thing that came up when I went to Dubai, is get outside, get the sun, get the sunlight on your skin, and get the bare feet to the ground. I live in winter town, okay? I live where it's cold. There is no excuse. Find a little patch. If you need to melt some snow or just move the ice or get under the snow, there's no excuse. You can shovel it out, get yourself grounded. The discomfort is good for you, but the grounding is even better. That getting to the earth, getting those feet into the soil, the grass, whatever we're touching is going to help us connect and help us be open to receive. We are part of this earth. We're very disconnected in our lives. We disconnect ourselves from most of nature. So it's super important to get ourselves grounded, take breath, get into your breath, be outside. And be outside, just be in the moment. So get open and be connected to earth. And the last part that she was recommending, that I'm going to definitely recommend for you as well, is disconnect from this physical universe. So this is what I do. These are the readings, are disconnecting you from the physical universe. It's going into that spiritual. The meditations that I offer, I always do a guided meditation with the pulling on Saturdays. So there's once a week that there's always a guided meditation with the card, and then I do some extra guided meditations along the way, like I did yesterday, which was all about being thankful and grateful. And these are the ways, whether you meditate, you pray, go into, your divine way of getting disconnected from this physical realm, trusting your inner guides. I use oracle card reading as another way for me to disconnect from this physical, because I have to full on trust that higher energy around me and get out of my head. If I'm in my head, I'll over logic it. If I'm trusting, often I don't really understand what I've pulled. I flip the cards, I find out where they're related to, if I have a book or whatever, maybe briefly look at them. But until I start talking and put on that camera, often I don't actually understand that message till I start talking, feeling it out, reading the message, and listening to my intuition. And that is disconnecting me from this physical realm and getting me into that creative mind space. So whatever you need to do, pray, meditate, find your cards, find your crystals, whatever it is that takes you out of this physical realm so you can connect, so that that energy knows it wants to flow to you. You put that intention. That's also about being your goal. Maybe your goal is just to have, I am attracting divine timing, divine essence, whatever it is. So just to kind of summarize this up, today's message is really about being open to receive. The basic understanding of that reception is grounded. Get grounded. We talked about this. Be open. Get connected with the soil, with the earth, with Mother Nature. Then the next part of it was trust. Trust in that connection. And that really does overlap with disconnecting from the universe, finding the way that you can connect to the higher energies and have that faith. And it's also those signs that you see are part of having that faith, right? And it will make it easier to receive when we are grounded, so we physically can clear ourselves from this realm, and when we have that faith. That's the summarizing up of making it easy. But those 6 steps, keep your purpose in front of you, know why you're doing what you're doing, why you're here, have your goals, your I am. Identify things that are those coincidences that show you you're in the right direction. Don't block your blessings. This is something you might just determine when you start blocking them and be like, wow, I'm totally blocking something good because I had my own little issue or distraction, right? Be open, get that groundedness, just like we were told in the cards. Breathe, connect, ground, and disconnect from the universe. That's that faith, that trust, finding your spiritual practice. As always, I hope this does help heal and serve you in the most divine way. And until tomorrow, namaste.